Marijuana mayhem in Colorado this week. It's now legal to possess an ounce of marijuana in Breckenridge. Mary Jane made an appearance on more than one ballot on Election Day this week. With medical marijuana providers on the hot seat, Pueblo has a 90-day ban on licensing marijuana dispensaries until they can figure out how to regulate all this. Dillon's going to hold off on them. Silverthorne will allow them in city limits only. Are we opening a Pandora's box by allowing some, not all, to use marijuana? Nasty. I know what you're going to say about this.
Well, at this point, it's classified in the state of Colorado as medicine, right? So I think these dispensaries should be treated as such, as pharmacies. You want to legalize it for everybody, then we can call them, you know, like liquor stores and zone them appropriately. But at this point, if this is what we're going to do, I think, you know, we've got the mayor of Denver forcing employees, city employees, to take a day off without getting paid, and they're refusing revenue from these dispensaries. We've got the governor saying that that we've got to cut back and he's going to drop programs, and they're not taking revenue from these dispensaries. Taxes. What's the point? Where are we on this?
Okay, Jessica, well, Republican moms for marijuana
I have
right here.
You know, slight conflict of interest. My husband is very actively involved in this movement as an attorney. We'll say this, leave it to the government that in these tough economic times, you take one of the only growing industries in the state, medical marijuana dispensaries, and you remove them from your community, and the people who are most hurt are patients, people seeking alternative health care treatments in times when we have record health care costs.
Robert?
Only a government would do that.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. I was on chemotherapy for 8 months and used medicinal marijuana, and I think it helped me tremendously. You know, to me, it always bothered me that they had no problem giving you Demerol and morphine and Vicodin and all these other things, and you leave the hospital with a drug problem. And marijuana, if that helps you, then why should you be deprived of it? And in California, where I live, it's, I mean, what these guys pay for taxes, I mean, it's helping the state out.
Okay, but if you go to our chat room, kdvr.com, click on live, you'll always find somebody in the chat room who says, we are opening a Pandora's box because we are not regulating this the right way. And this is bringing in more crime in some areas. We've interviewed some people who wear bandanas over their face just to be on the news because they don't want someone breaking in and taking their stash of medical marijuana they're about to sell.
That medical marijuana is legal, people report, you know, theft. If someone broke into your house 10 years ago and stole your marijuana, you didn't call the police.
And I want to add to that really quickly, because the Attorney General came out, a good friend of mine, John Suthers, fellow Republican, and made all these accusations that marijuana dispensaries were leading to violence. When pressed on it, however, he said it was anecdotal. There's no pattern of violence.
Do we stop printing money because people rob banks?
This will continue. We will talk about marijuana probably several times, of course, right here on the Fox Box.